about the music.
Huh?
I gotta call you about the
You
music.
keep forgetting to call me.
Important
Get
stuff,
busy.
and what the heck?
I know. I get busy. Hang in there. I need you.
Eventually.
Hey, good morning, Mid-Michigan and Western Michigan. Welcome to another broadcast, A Continuous Miracle, right here on WGLM 1063. Scott here with you this morning. Got co-host Mike in here.
Morning, folks.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah, we got Dangerous Darren on the dials.
Good morning.
Good to see you again, sir.
It's good seeing you as well, especially Mike.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
this past weekend.
Yeah, Mike did what Mike does.
It was a minor collision, folks. I was careening about the neighborhood, and somebody came out from a stop sign without really stopping like we'd expect.
And you encountered him.
Yes, sir, at 55.
Nice
We stopped.
work.
Me and Mia stopped real quick, folks, but we're back.
And we're probably going to get a new car out of this deal.
We're going to get a different one.
All right, good for us. Good for you, I should say. We got to keep you moving around, you know. Stuff,
Yeah. What's
nice
more
work.
important is we have Rachel in the studio with us
We
tomorrow.
do. I was getting to her, but I'm more entertained by you at the moment. As it should be, because I haven't seen you all week. You look well for the wear, my friend.
Thank you. I'm glad that I'm grateful that you're who you are,
I'm
boss.
glad the recovery community surrounded you with love and tolerance and care and healed you up so quickly.
They did.
Yeah,
I
I
thanks
read
for the
that.
prayers, folks.
Yeah, a lot of people out there rooting for you. You know, we forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
So, and all's well that ends well, right?
For the most part.
Well enough.
I drove here on my own today.
That's progress. So, thank you for being here, sir, and I appreciate your continued support and service. And as Mike alluded to, we've got a lovely guest in here with us this morning.
Nice to meet you and see
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah. First time here at the studio with us and encountering.
Yeah.
It's Rachel Swets, who is the executive director at an organization called Lanturn. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Lanturn, her husband, Will, was with us a couple weeks back
Yeah.
now. And Rachel couldn't make it because she was busy executive director.
Pretty much.
And we heard so many wonderful things about her. We thought we'd try and get her up here on the show. And sure enough, she came up to join us this morning. So Rachel, welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
So a little bit about you, Rachel. What brought you? Well, what encouraged you to come in and do something in the recovery community?
A little bit about me. I grew up with a mom who suffered from a dad who had alcoholism in his family. So she taught me a lot about what the recovery community can look like, what kinds of stumbling blocks there are.
So mom was a good example for you as far as
Yeah.
coming towards or moving towards.
Moving towards
What was happening in the recovery community?
and help, like
How she
where to
was
find the
affected.
help a little bit.
Okay.
And when I was in high school, my parents went through a pretty messy divorce. It was really tough. I think there was a lot of interjection between what she went through and then how to live a different lifestyle than what her dad encountered. And so I spent a lot of time writing it on my own in my room, or I would spend a lot of time with calling different friends and trying to get different perspectives of like, how do I handle this situation? Where should I go from here? And then that's what kind of sparked the whole idea of having a curriculum per se for these family meetups that we do. We partner with different organizations throughout the community to offer community meetups, and also within a local treatment center, a meetup specifically for them. So creating just a dialogue, some homework, some
An open
workshop,
space.
that sort of thing. Yeah,
Open space for open communication.
100%. Yeah, just being able to dive into a topic so that it at least has some sort of direction, But
Structure.
yes, exactly. Yes.
I think I'd like to add something about structure right here.
Oh, this
Oh,
would be good.
well, Lanturn is a group that supports the families of the addict,
That's correct.
alcoholic. Okay. I'm not sure everyone knew that in
Yes.
the audience.
Thank you for
Yeah,
pointing that out.
kinda
Exactly.
like- kinda, I guess when you're looking at the AA recovery community, you have the AA program and you have the Al-Anon program. So, and they're the same but different.
They're the same but
And-
different,
and
exactly.
And they achieve different goals.
Yes. And we want to be different than those groups also, just to have a place that's topic oriented to just kind of further that recovery and have a place for the families to go that's a little bit more unique and different.
A little bit like multiple pathways.
Yes,
Find
exactly.
your way. Here's some general guidelines, but
That's just it.
there's plenty of room to work for each individual within these. What do they call them? Meetups.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So, a lot of experience with seeing different people from different backgrounds growing up, struggles throughout friendships. I had a friend that actually ended up driving under the influence and having to go to jail because he hit a kid on his bike. Like, just, there were a lot of circumstances that I saw with differences. He's now had some awakening and all of that and gotten into the recovery community. But just watching people go through their different life stories and their different life situations just brought me to a place where it's like these families just need some help. There needs to be a little bit more support. Al-Anon is great. Like, I don't want to
I
say anything wrong about them at all
Oh, I met some
whatsoever, but
phenomenal people.
there's
within
beautiful
the,
people, yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah, and that was one thing that my mom took me to when I was younger too, around my teenage years. We would go and we would attend these meetings and just kind of see how they were run. And I just
No, did that? I'm just curious. Did that help maybe open your mind a bit to some different ideas that were actually going on outside of yourself? I mean, just attending
it did.
meetings, not going into some sort of crisis, but just being present, available, and have a listening ear.
Yes, it really did. Yeah,
Okay.
and then just that along with all the circumstances and being surrounded with just all the different people that I was surrounded with in my life, and then also those times in my room of just trying to really find what it is that could bring healing, essentially. Because in this realm, the families struggle, I think, quite a bit with trying to find what it is that they want to be. What is their identity? What is it that they have outside
Well,
of?
there's a lot of confusion for folks who you're reaching out to when you first encounter them. Yeah, a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, and which is normal within the recovery community, especially for new folks coming in. No matter your age, like you mentioned, you did some work early in your teen years of growing up. Yeah, you had some direction to do some writing, some investigating on your own. Not everybody gets blessed with someone who points them in that direction.
No, thankfully I had quite the community of people that I could reach out to, and like you said, not everybody gets to handle that well or has the right people to be able to reach out to until they find their community.
Right.
So it's just about creating a community that's welcome, that doesn't judge, that allows everybody the opportunity to share within a certain amount of space, and really just bring people to what it is that they want to find out of it, not what we want to give them.
Right. You don't project anything. You're asking questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to interject something.
Absolutely.
When you were talking about writing in your room, it reminded me that the addiction, alcoholism, is a disease of isolation.
100%.
Yeah, and when I was in my isolation, I didn't know there was any different way of doing things. So that when I was listening to you talk back and forth about what you learned and picked up, it was the opposite of isolation. It was connectivity.
Yes.
But it was connectivity to positive things.
Yes.
Okay. So what commonly occurs in addiction is the addict gets a lifestyle that's completely out of sync with their family, and their family doesn't know how to interact.
Yes.
And now we're at that crossroads where
Yes.
she's trying to do something different,
Yes.
and the family's used to this erratic behavior.
Yes.
Okay. So
Confusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
well, so anyway, we're trying to make a little bit of order out of this chaos. It's always
100%.
there.
Uh-huh.
And if one stays in their room writing, they don't have this input for the rest of the world.
Or that, like, outside crazy. Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
have no idea I was supposed to build a community.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that class.
Yeah, so I just
Maybe some of us all did, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's somewhere
We
in
should
there.
do something about that.
You might have realized that there was a need for that wasn't being filled by any stretch of the imagination.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's where Lanturn came in.
Yes, which started as an idea for my husband first, and then we met, and
Wait a minute. Will had an idea.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that something?
Well, no, I've heard he's got a lot of ideas. Now, that's a good idea, though.
He's the big idea guy, that's for sure.
But this was
Yeah.
a good one.
It is.
Well,
yeah.
every
yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah, well, you know,
I do
this is why there are two sides to every coin, right? Because you got to have both sides.
That's right.
Well, with him growing up in recovery and actually being in recovery himself for now 9 years, he really wanted to help
Good
those
for
who
both
struggle.
of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah,
is
it's
continuing miracle.
and a continuing journey, that's for
Right.
sure. Every day is something different, and every day is just you take it one day at a time because you just don't know what it's going to hold.
Right.
But he actually started with an idea, and then this was more for helping those in recovery and those who struggle with substance abuse and addiction. And then we kind of just took it, and through organic different situations, we were able to develop relationships and then kind of bring out these family meetups to start with, because we felt like that was the right direction to go. We felt really called to. Sometimes I say that I have resentment a little bit because, you know, when somebody calls you to do something, you do it.
Right.
And you put everything else aside. So, but really reaching out into the community and being there does feel like the right calling at this time in our lives. And we have come at it from both angles. So having Will, who comes from the recovery community, and me, who comes from the family side of things, we really want to show people how to kind of heal together and maybe reintegrate better after the people who struggle with substance abuse and addiction go through their recovery process and try to heal themselves too.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And that, I don't know, previously I don't think something like that was really widely available. I mean, we had the different setups like AA and Al-Anon and recovery treatment centers, but then, you know, you come out of a treatment center and there stands your family, you know, and it's just a very uncomfortable growing period for everyone.
It
And
is.
It's not good, bad, or indifferent. It just is. And
Exactly.
trying to find some footing in all of that, so person can make some progress instead of, you know, maybe reverting back to past behavior.
That's
It's
just it.
critical stuff.
Well, and it's family and addict or person going through it too. It's for both.
Right.
Because if you don't have healing with the families and you don't have healing with the person who's going through it, there's not a lot of connection that you can make
Well, that's what I
in those
meant, that
tumultuous
confusion,
situations.
yeah, it's-
Exactly.
Doesn't my book say something about a lifetime with an alcoholic will make a neurotic out of anyone?
It does say that.
So, so now we got this.
There we go.
Now we got
We
this
got these
getting better
neurotics
thing.
trying to do something.
Right.
For sure. For sure.
You see what I talk about, confusion?
Oh, yeah.
Confusion and chaos, and somehow we got to make this normal. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's that, broccoli?
Oh no, broccoli.
Right, there you go. It can be that simple.
I got a Blackstone grill, and I learned about frying stuff like broccoli, blackening on the grill. So there's progress for me.
Probably
That's the
because
best.
you're sober, eh?
Yeah, that part.
Good.
I can
Your
do
head's
anything I
more
want now
clear.
that I'm sober, I'm told.
Right.
Your head's
You
more
need to bring Mike one of your family meetups.
Oh yeah, there we go. Just to interject some humor in it. Why not?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I was serious there again, but
Oh.
no, excuse me. I'm going to go rethink this. I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay. Probably a good idea.
It'll take a minute.
Oh, okay.
So that's some wonderful work that you're doing. Go ahead, Mike. You had a question?
Well, it had to do with it. It's probably pretty confusing for a neurotic trying to help a neurotic. So I meant like a few false leads here or there.
That's what you call them.
Yeah, well, Well, maybe it's a good thing that there's a literature-driven aspect to this to bring it back to.
Yes, and then just kind of understand, like, okay, there's a topic of, maybe empathy. How can we be empathetic? Well, sometimes the families feel that they've been empathetic this entire time. Well, okay, how can we be empathetic to ourselves? Maybe we can practice that all throughout the whole month of how do we just maybe even just see it in our relationships and our friendships, rather than having to be empathetic to the person that we love who's struggling where we can't, and we need to cut that off a little bit. There's topics like grief. There's topics like, oh man, how do we get back to ourselves? Maybe more of like a self-care, because I think a lot of times family loses their own identity because they're so concerned about that person who's struggling that they just lose it all, and we want them to understand that it's not selfish to focus on them. That sometimes the only way that we can take care of other people is by taking care of ourselves. So just reminding these people kind of...
You can't pour tea from an empty pot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So somehow I have to fill up my well, my reservoir, what I am.
What do you do for that?
Well, sometimes I go different places to be fed. At times I feed others, but at times I go specific places to be fed. And that has to do with some people that I found, people that have some of my shared journey that I need to hear what they did. Okay? I need to be reminded that I need to do that still.
Yes.
And it's there's a burden on caregivers. You can, if you think of it as what a caregiver that pours their whole soul into helping another, like quite common when one of a couple, one of them is ill, and what the other does to help them. Well, that's the same thing within the recovery community. I'm a caregiver to others once I've gotten better.
Yes.
And I have to remember to keep that healthy.
Yes.
And that takes work.
Yeah.
Continuous.
And what I found, I was going to do everything last Sunday, and then the accident occurred, and I didn't do anything for a while. Others stepped up to help me with that. That's another one of those, that connectivity. Oh, is Darren telling me that?
No, he was surprised as usual, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Darren is not surprised at me. He's telling me we need to take a break. So come on back here and join us, folks, right after this brief break. And we'll have a little more conversation with Rachel.
That was a tough part. It's going to get easy now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Exactly. Now you can only go up.
Yeah. No, I'm going to try coughing on air pretty quick. No.
You go ahead. People understand.
Okay. I don't want them to see me cry.
I'll understand.
Okay. Thank you.
Mike Hurts
Hillcrest
today.
Community Church
willing.
on 18 Mile Road Northeast in Cedar Springs. We'll have a
Anything you
giving
think that you might
closet
want to touch
Sundays,
that
11
steer us in the direction?
Free
Oh,
clothes,
thanks.
shoes, and hats.
Oh, you're
available
listening?
For all ages. Of
course I am.
Scarves,
Dang.
and other
She's doing great.
accessories too. Absolutely free at the Hillcrest Community
You haven't
Church
mentioned your
in
website.
Cedar
He hasn't
Springs.
mentioned ours either.
No, I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
do
Well, we
that.
can
We'll
mention
lead
both
him
of
with
them.
that.
Yeah.
Sure you
And the
will.
phone.
Oh, yeah. Experience strength. What'd you find when you got to
Walker, Rory McIlroy,
strength
starting to look like the very same player who won the Masters
My built-in
in
family
April
that I
for
created.
his career Grand
Connectivity.
Slam. He shot a 66
Yep.
at the
That's something
Scottish
we're trying
Open
to
Saturday.
communicate
He
to
now
folks.
shares
We got
the
about
lead with
1 minute.
Chris Godreb going into
There's
the
a-
Waiting for
days.
you.
There's a nurturing feedback
Minnesota
loop in
Twins
that
All-Star
that I
center
found.
fielder
Yes.
Byron
It's in AA that we call it our
played
home
all
group.
day at the
Right,
plate
right.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He hit for the
Um,
cycle
and
against the Pittsburgh
I was sitting
Pirates.
with him last
All
night.
told, 2 singles,
It was great.
a
Oh,
double,
good.
a triple,
Good.
and a home
Well, and that's
run.
what keeps you
Cycle
accountable
was
and
the
keeps
first
you-
ever
keeps
Well,
you
it's in a
healed.
gun club where
Oh!
nobody's wearing,
Of course it is.
nobody's wearing tuxedos. I drove my 20-year-old
fantastic.
rusted out wood hauler pickup truck, and I fit right in.
Heck yeah.
Give him all the coffee you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is SRN
Yeah.
Sports.
It's a WGLN
And
weather.
I think it has to do with I have more shared experience with those people, and
today.
And some of them remember
15 seconds.
what I was when I came in.
Sunshine Monday.
Well,
Okay.
that's huge because then they can see
Blue
your
skies
progress
overnight
and they can
Monday
keep
night, a low
you.
of 64. Sunshine
Grounded.
Tuesday, a high
Yes.
of 88.
They got not much to do with humility. It's got a lot to do with
More of
being
the music
grounded.
you love
Yes.
on
Those are my
WGLN.
fellows. And yeah.
And life's pretty good.
Yeah, life is really good. One of them breaks me duck eggs. Because we heard that duck eggs make
Scott and Mike back here with you, and the lovely Rachel and Darren. Mike's enlightening us about duck eggs. So glad you missed that.
Baking 101, folks.
Oh,
Here it
yeah, there
comes.
we go.
We'll do that another time.
Come on.
Yeah, sitting here talking with Rachel a little bit during the break. We want to take a minute here and remind you folks, you can contact us here at Continuous Miracle, continuousmiracle.net, and all of our previously recorded shows are available to you there. You can view them at your leisure, or you can leave a note there for Mike or myself or Darren. We'll be sure to respond. And we're also available, well, you can probably see us right now on Facebook if you're so inclined. Continuous Miracle Radio. I think you type that into your Facebook page and or search bar, and there we are. So join us anytime, and that's available after the show too. Also, we were available now on YouTube.
Yes.
What day are we posting?
We should be up by Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. This program will be available on YouTube for you, and previously recorded shows are there now. Also, we do have a phone at the phone number here at the radio station, 616-754-1063. And now that I've got Rachel's complete attention, she's going to share her website with Lanturn with us, where you can communicate with her or her husband, Will.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're interested in joining one of their meetups or utilizing some of the services that they provide, free of charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rachel. What's your
Our website is lanturn.org, and it gives all of the information, our bios, so you can check us out and kind of take a look at what we've been through and read a little bit more about who we are and why we're doing what we're doing.
Would you spell that for the folks? Because they don't spell it like I do.
Yes. LANTURN.org.
TURN, like turn around.
Yes.
Oh.
Because
That is
life's
so
turns.
crafty.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, we spent a night on that a little bit, and it
Oh, I
just kind of
believe
kept coming back to us, so it was meant to be.
I
Yeah.
believe it. Lanturn. TURN. Huh, Mike wouldn't have thought of that. Neither would I. though.
Well, I would have thought of it, and I misspelled other stuff.
I know.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you're good at that.
Well, maybe that's how you just spell it in general.
Maybe-
That's how I just do things.
Yeah.
So maybe
there
you
we
would have
go.
nailed it
Yeah.
Phonic's been good to me.
for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, I want to thank Rachel too. I wasn't really aware of this, but she is joining us this morning with child.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations, our first child.
Yeah.
Right?
We're due on September 18th, so we've got a little ways to go yet. That's about it.
All right,
Yeah.
September 18th.
Yeah.
Going to bring a little newborn into the world for us, huh?
Why not?
Well,
Have it join the recovery community and step on up himself, I guess, right?
Right. And like you said, you weren't doing anything else. so
Right.
you
I
gotta
was
do
just sitting
something
around.
different.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe.
Add something else to the mix, and
Right.
we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Sounds like God's been good to you.
You know,
All of us, actually.
Yes, for sure. We've been very blessed. We've been very blessed, and like I said, it's been definitely a calling since day one, and we got to just kind of answer that call, and he's really provided different paths and done it organically, and we just keep listening to what it is that he directs us to do, and it's pretty cool to see.
Isn't that part of a kind of a continuing adventure?
Yes. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's a little like, okay, I
No
really
one
don't
said
know
it
what's
was
going
gonna
on.
be easy.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, this is true.
Right.
Yeah.
When I hear you say something about being called, I read something the other day that said faith without works is dead.
Yes,
Is this your faith in action?
it is.
Oh, that's a
Folks don't recognize it.
That's kind of a
Mike
help.
does, but yeah.
kind of a helpful God to kind of call you to do something
I
like
guess
that.
so. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Just put
That's
everything.
all I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Oh,
what
and-
you've been through to use.
And have some fun along the way.
Exactly. Yes. And be cool people.
Yeah.
Well,
Me
thank
and-
you.
Yeah.
Glad to get you everywhere. You can say that again.
Okay. Meet cool people, right?
There you go. I like that.
I like
You just made
interesting
Mike's
people.
day.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Good.
You're
Good.
cool.
That's what I'm here for. To make everybody's day.
Oh,
You're
good.
doing good.
Great job.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So at one of these meet and greets, what might happen? I'm stumbling in there with my dog, wondering what's going
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
is there food?
There's food.
I'll be there.
All right.
I mean, as long as there's snacks, then everybody is wanting to come, right?
Right.
Yes, there's snacks and beverages, and there, of course, is always coffee because everybody drinks coffee in West Michigan, even at
That's
7
what
o'clock
fueled
at night.
recovery, I'm almost certain.
Oh, absolutely. It goes hand in hand for sure. Yeah, so there's food. We introduce the topic, and sometimes it's a speech. Sometimes it's just introducing the topic and then asking questions to the audience and then having them answer.
Do you find that interaction more enlightening and maybe say more so than just somebody speaking?
Yes, we like to say that we walk alongside the families rather than trying to teach them or be in front of them, because we're walking this journey too, and we're healing just right alongside with them. And I think each time that we have a meetup, we learn something new about our relationship between Will and I. We learn something new about how to be better for others, and then how to continue to make changes or adaptations to make this even better. So yeah, they walk in, they grab some snacks and some beverages, they have a seat, and we just get kind of down to it. And then kind of the flow of the room determines where the topic goes, and that makes each meetup really, really unique.
Right. It's
Yeah.
interesting. That's what it is too. I mean, it's fascinating, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Thank you.
Interesting. Well, when you reach out, you never know what you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
Yes.
And you don't know what you're going to encounter until you have an actual meetup.
Yes.
Right.
Are you folks the ultimate answer, or do you sometimes refer to other services within this?
That's a good question. So, like, for instance,
I had one.
Yeah, look at that.
Today's the day.
Today's the day for a good question. The grief one, I'll refer to that. I actually just spoke on the topic grief because I have a lot of experience with it. Within the last probably 5 years or so of both Will and I's relationship, we've lost quite a few people within the same year. But grief is also something that you encounter through the recovery process that just is the person that was is no longer that person, especially when there's a substance that kind of changes that. And like you said, you mentioned earlier, it's a disease. It does definitely changes people. So how do we grieve those people who maybe aren't those people anymore, or how do we go past and heal from that? So the only way that I knew how to do it without trying to show people this is the way to grieve is just share my story. So I did that, and then we had extra resources to our grief resources list of other people who actually have expertise in that area. So we do like to be a resource to all of these other places, to treatment centers that are necessary for those who are going through or searching for treatment. Just being a resource and having relationships throughout the community to allow people to be able to reach out if they need more than what we can provide.
That makes for a fascinating day, I'm sure, for you, because you're constantly switching gears as you're encountering a new person with a new situation.
And new needs and
Well,
yeah.
and they're all unique situations.
well, exactly.
Whether someone's maybe in the throes of grief, or someone's just coming in and looking for a place to go to treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to switch gears sometimes, and I don't think a lot of folks realize that. And why would they? They don't encounter stuff like that.
Well,
but
and we
you
have
do, and what isn't it? It makes for a fascinating day, doesn't it?
It does. And we have family members too who will say, I never really want to be in the shoes of somebody else. I would only choose my story ever again. But hearing all these other people's stories really does kind of help me understand that I'm not alone. I would never choose what they have, and they would never choose what I have, but we can find some commonality in what we've actually gone through.
not necessarily exactly like what you're saying, but in my circumstances, those people that I try to help, every once in a while, or quite often in them stories, I learn a new way for me to approach things. What a fascinating moving adventure there.
Yes, exactly.
So then I got to really shift gears because old Mike knows everything. Or wait, well, that never
Well, that
mind.
was then.
So then, so now I'm an opportunity to learn.
There's your humility.
I'm working on that one too.
It's a day at a time deal.
Yes, sir.
and reevaluating every day,
Right.
sometimes every minute. Yeah.
You should see how far I had to go, folks.
Aw.
It's been fun. But with that in mind, as your day goes forward, and you're doing these different dances, I guess, with each individual you encounter. Now, how does that take a toll on you physically, emotionally, spiritually, or?
Probably all the above. So we have resources of our own that we can reach out to and people that we talk to and some
So
of the
you
people-
need some help
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Definitely. We got to do the work if we want to help others do the work themselves. We have to be
Right.
doing it actively and continually daily.
Wait a minute. If you haven't done something, you don't have something to share. Is that what I'm
Right.
hearing?
Isn't that wild?
Whoa.
What a concept, right?
I'm going to try to do something.
Is that new?
Well, new to me,
Oh, good.
but I guess they've been doing this for a while.
I took a car accident, but you're on fire today with the learning.
Boy, a wake-up call, folks.
I'm telling you.
I'm just here for the perception. No.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Changing
helping with
everything.
my reception.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just
Definitely.
changing gears on us.
Like to throw in those curveballs.
Yeah, every once in a while. You gotta see one. You gotta see one before you can hit one.
Well, very true. Better try to catch it.
Every once in a while, I hit one.
Oh, there we go.
What a surprise to all of us.
Oh,
But I
man.
get one every once in a while. It looks pretty
He
good.
tells us about it too.
Oh, of course he does. He does not seem to be
That's
shy.
a-
Never mind. I was going to tell you, but no.
You pulled up short.
Yep.
Nice. That's a good start. So with your day that rolls out for you, then back to you. What's it like when you kind of like wind up your end of your day? Have you pretty much had enough,
I think
or are you
Well,
spiritually energized?
if you ask Will, I'm always
I
down
don't
to
care what
have a
Will
very
thinks.
in-depth conversation.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't think I ever actually shut off. My brain just always goes and what's the next thing and how can we improve this? Immediately after a family meetup, I'm thinking about how did that go? How do we need to restructure? What is it that we can do for next time? What's a good topic that's going to integrate well after the topic that we just discussed? I don't think I really ever shut down, which necessarily isn't always the best thing.
No, but it's very helpful.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to practice, like, taking a step out and going for a drive, or I have to sit outside and just try to be calm and not think about
Deliberate,
everything.
intentional?
Yeah, right?
Sound like being intentional. Self-care.
Yes, self-care, which I honestly need more practice in. I don't always do the best job of that, but I do preach that to others, so I'm working on it, definitely.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's critical actually.
it is, definitely.
So you can be refilled, recharged, just so you can continue to
Exactly.
do some of the things that you're doing out there.
Yeah, and so that's where you have a community of people too that you can reach out to that give you perspective and that keep you in line and that help you practice humility. And I have a pretty good, solid group of friends and individuals that if I am going through something or I need some advice on something, I can reach out and say, listen, can you just put this into black and white for me because I'm too emotional about this. So that's something that I've always wanted to build for others. And I think that that's what we're trying to do, but it is a journey.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We all, it's like who's checking the checker? Everyone needs a checker to check the checker.
Yes.
Don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one.
Who's checking the checker here?
Yep.
You know, and I found it critical in my own life. You know, who am I communicating with, making sure I'm being the things and doing things I should be doing that are good for me and other people.
Well, and everybody has to have accountability because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
you don't know where your gauge is. You can gauge yourself, but when you have other people who gauge you, I think that really adds to, oh, I probably should have taken a step back in this direction, and kind of puts things back to where they really need to be.
Right. Well, you know, and then there's times for do-overs.
Oh, there are.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every time I do something wrong, I find there's time later to do over.
Repeat that.
Every time I do something wrong, I find there seems to be time made for doing it over or getting it right.
Sometimes it's 10 times, and sometimes it's 2.
Wow.
I mean, who knows?
My cycle is getting a little better.
Oh.
I think a little bit more before I dive into some of those questionable things.
These car accidents and brain rattlings
no.
are bringing about some newfound experience.
Ah.
He is on fire over there today.
What you
Sometimes that's what it
miss,
takes,
Rachel?
though.
If you hear me say that again, that's newfound knowledge.
During the year of like 24, I hit like 7 deer with my car.
Oh, no.
And
Overachiever.
Overachiever. Well, I guess I needed something a little more solid to get my attention.
Ah, I see. And this one finally did it.
Well, it looks like that.
Okay, so it's 8 times, not 10. There we go.
No, this was metal on metal. It's got a whole different. It changes your perception.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's what we all need. Well, I had that actually too. I got in an accident when I was probably just out of high school. Couldn't really handle things that were going on. Didn't really understand how to handle it, and so I was driving, and I had too much to drink. And then I ended up totaling my car in a cornfield, and I don't know how I got home. So I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm very grateful to have learned that lesson. And that's another reason why I just love to help others, because getting in accidents really does open your mind. It changes your perspective. It changes who
I
you
met a
are.
couple gentlemen at the meeting that had your kind of circumstances, but I guess the police got them out of the cornfield. Now they're one of us.
Oh no!
Yeah. They know how they got
Oh
home.
man! Well, they knew how sorry I was. I was in the back of the car, and they knew that I was really resentful, or not resentful, remorseful. There we go. That's the word. And they could see it on my face, and they also said, like, you don't have enough to take you to jail. We can't get you there. So, yeah. But it definitely woke me up. I don't like being in trouble, so.
But there is the ride home, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That can be bad, no.
Oh man. And not being without a car is like the worst thing ever for me. So.
I was in trouble with myself and didn't know it till I run into these fine folks at AA.
Oh.
Really, I just didn't know.
Well, there we go.
But we enlighten them.
Yeah.
Darren's letting me know once again, doing this stellar job. And we're going to take a little break here and continue this miracle, and we'll come back and hopefully you join us right after this break. Thanks so much for listening.
Before I forget, Roger's going to be on next week, so maybe you can tell him at the end of the show that Roger's going to be on next week.
Sure.
Wrong Roger's gonna be on?
Nope, different Roger.
Different
No,
Roger.
We got
This
a lot of
is-
Rogers.
Got a lot of
Roger's Repair Roger.
Roger.
Oh, Roger's Repair and Coral?
Yeah,
Really?
he's a really good mechanic
Hi,
guy
this
that
is
uses
David
his
Crump
garage
from
shop for a
Young
Wednesday
Morning.
night
You're
AA
listening
meeting.
to
Oh,
the
that's
best
awesome.
music
Yeah.
on your
And I went there for
station,
because I couldn't
WG.
It's
go to
one
my
of the-
normal meeting.
You know
so I
what's
went there.
awesome
Station
about
has
it?
an
It's
opportunity
probably
for
one of the
you
last
in their sales
smoky.
department immediately.
Oh, really?
Saturdays required with Sundays off.
Yeah.
So you really like
Working
it.
with people and having
Out of like 20 people, I was one of 4 or 5 that didn't smoke Wednesday.
Oh!
It was like a chimney in there.
Oh, I bet.
It reminded me
Clouds of
of.
smoke.
Yeah, I smoked.
Well, you're not old enough to remember, but we are.
It's a
When
WGLN
you used to
Weather
go
Center
there, we would
update.
smoke in
Plenty of
church
sunshine
basement.
for your
Oh,
Sunday.
right.
A little
Yeah.
bit breezy,
Yeah, yeah.
Those wind gusts to 20
Big
miles
deal.
an hour.
And everybody was a chain
Everywhere.
smoker.
Clear
Smoking
skies
in a
overnight
hospital.
tonight, a low of 59. Sunshine
No,
Monday, a
that's
high
not
of
bad.
80.
1
Restaurants?
minute.
Clear skies overnight Monday night, a low of 64. Sunshine Tuesday, a high
It
of
was a little more
88.
socially acceptable. Now they smoke weed.
Oh, I know. While they drive.
Yeah.
A recovery
In
ecosystem is an
my C
evidence-based
rations
approach
back in the Army, they had
45
cigarette
seconds.
cigarettes.
that individuals
Oh, yeah.
and families
Government
need
endorsed.
by providing all
So
the
a little
necessary
bit,
tools,
we'll talk now
services, and
what you're
supports
doing
for
moving
recovery to
Okay.
occur.
Yes.
Cameron FSU aims to build a sustainable regional
What are you doing?
recovery ecosystem.
Nothing right now. I already shot my wad earlier. I'm just
Focused on 4 populations.
Yeah.
almost every time he calls me, he says, "What are you doing?"
Pregnant and recently
It
incarcerated.
has to do with what are my
Visit
actions.
Cameron
Yeah, he
Dot
said
org
accountability.
for more
What are you doing?
information.
This program is supported by
I
Health
like it.
Resources and
Just
15
get direct
seconds.
and go, get right down to the point.
I don't have a lot of time during the day.
The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official
What am I
views
doing?
nor an endorsement by HRSA, HHS,
Better be
or
doing
US
it right.
For more information, please visit
Do
HRSA.com.
something.
Something.
Hey, Scott back here with you on WGLM 1063 Continuous Miracle, and we are so glad you're here. And during the break, as usual, we kind of enjoy ourselves a little bit. We're enjoying Rachel here. She's moving forward with her Lanturn, Lanturn.org is where you can reach out to her or her husband, Will Swets. Swets.
Yes, that's correct.
Correct. I get it right once in a while.
Look
Really?
at
Phonics have been good to me. Anyway, it's about what they're doing, not only as a couple, but their organization moving forward with Lanturn and their meetups and at the Croc Center. Is that correct?
Yeah, so the third Thursday of every month, we're going to be joining the Croc Center to host our meetups to the community there so that we can kind of take it outside the treatment centers.
And it's not just you, right? There's a consortium there. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some other organizations that.
Yeah, because there's different classes that go on throughout that environment. We're the only ones that are doing the meetups.
But all recovery centric.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
wonderful place to go visit.
I think they just introduced an AA meeting on Thursday nights also. So then, you know, you can have an AA meeting and then you can join a family meetup at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a great tool to have.
It is.
When we call an organization or, situation like that where you had everything in one place and you're bringing it to them.
Yes. Yes. And this will be
Not hard
more,
to find.
yeah, and more key point driven. What are some takeaways that they can experience through this meetup? What are some things that they can apply to their daily life? That kind of thing. It's a little bit different structure, but same type of concept and same subjects that we've been
Wonderful.
teaching. Mm-hmm.
I'm not probably supposed to interrupt, but the Croc Center, that's part of Salvation Army's
Correct.
program.
Yes.
So some people might know them more as Salvation Army instead of the Croc Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And where's the Croc Center located?
It's on Division, kind of by Fulton, I think.
Fulton Division. Okay. All right. And there's parking. And,
Oh yeah, there's
That's it,
plenty of
but-
parking.
well, I know a lot of road work's going on this time of year. So
Oh, I know.
I
There's
think
so
we
many-
all know that.
Oh
but
man, yeah. The other
summertime in Michigan.
Uh,
Orange barrel
uh-huh.
season. Orange barrel season.
It is everywhere. Yeah. And then another direction that we're actually kind of excited to start is a digital aspect, so that we can digitize our curriculum and digitize our meetups, so that we can duplicate ourselves a little bit easier.
Okay.
So that we don't have to physically be at every location. So that is the goal. That's kind of where we want to generate into. And you can see a video about that on our website too, where it talks a little bit about where we want to go and why we want to do that. So,
Wonderful.
yeah.
I think one of the, I guess, blessings that come out of the whole COVID was all the technological, people becoming more aware and utilizing technology to communicate. That's what I want to say. The disease was terrible, don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
But we all learned a lot. I'm paying attention. We learned a lot how to communicate, technologically speaking,
Exactly.
without having to be, face to face.
Yeah, and I think you kind of have to be in that
That's
world.
that was a whole growth thing for not just recovery, but society in general, I found.
Yeah, and you talk about isolating, we want to make sure that there's still
Right.
a community available if there's isolation again. So you want to make sure that there's an opportunity to do so. So that's kind of the next step that we want to take.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was some good that come out of that whole mess.
Certainly was.
Yeah. Just
Well,
gotta look at it in a little different light.
Yeah. For me, in my recovery, having a literature-driven aspect of it, a place where I could go for the resources, I had to change my attitude, my approach, whole thinking process, and I needed consistent literature. And the fact that you're going to a digital format, that makes it easy for people to access the literature from
Yes.
you, I would think.
Yep, and then they can actually have it in their own homes rather than having to rely on physically attending a meetup or
Right.
anything
So
like
instead
that.
of going somewhere, you can actually get there digitally.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
don't have to leave your own comfort of your own home. Although there is that isolation aspect, so you want to kind of get.
So we
people,
want to do
"Come on
both,
out." Yeah.
so that people have both options. Some people like more in person because they like the interaction of what that brings and the conversation of what that brings. But some people really like the avenue of how can I do this on my own and how can I heal on my own, and I just want to journal or write. Well, we have those resources too. So
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
anything that's helping you, I've discovered, get outside of yourself, whether it's journaling or writing,
exactly.
is probably a positive.
Getting out of their own heads and kind of putting it in a space where they can come back to if they need, and also then they see us and they see the personability of us too, and if they need anything beyond that, we can also offer like an individual coaching situation where we can reach out if necessary. So
You guys are both recovery coaches as well.
not yet.
Okay.
We are, we
One more thing to do.
exactly one more thing to do on the list that just keeps growing.
I'm glad I was here to remind you.
Yeah, exactly.
I got something to throw out there. You were talking about writing. Scott was my sponsor, and he had me write things down. But he didn't simply just have me leave them on a piece of paper. We talked about them. And that was the big thing. He'd had some practice talking to people about this stuff. You too, maybe?
A little bit, yeah. Actually, a lot of practice. That's where I have, probably journal after journal after journal that I still keep from all of those times that it was just like, let's just dump it all out, and then I would talk to other people about it.
Right. And somebody said something to me one time, and a lot of people have said a lot of things to me over time, but this one stuck with me when they say about the ism, and the fellow said that ism is real simple, Scott. And I said, what's that? He said, it's inside me. And when you take whatever that is, whether it's a resentment or whatever's concerning you at the time, and you put it on paper, he said, guess where it isn't?
Anymore?
It's not inside you anymore.
Yeah.
It's outside. And then you can have a conversation about whatever's situation and whatever that is, and then put it where it belongs.
Well, yeah,
I
because
found that to
otherwise
be
it
a
just
really
spins.
helpful. Well, yeah, I found it to be a really helpful tool, not just for myself, but for a lot of people in recovery.
Well, and then you
But
can.
that was not an idea I had myself. You know what I mean? Somebody had to enlighten me to that.
True.
And then I had to be willing to try some of that. And then the results then followed. So,
And it's interesting because that can spark a conversation between you and then your family or your
Sure.
friend or your coworker or whoever it is
Sure.
that's been helping you through your recovery process, or said, okay, it's now gotten to a point where you just need some help. Here you go.
Yeah.
Whoever that person was for you, if you take it out of your head and put it on some paper, then you can start talking to them about it, and they can understand maybe a little bit more of your
Big
side.
bonus for a guy like me. Some of the stuff I put on paper was a frickin' lie. And I needed... You
Sounds
too?
about right. Sounds
Okay,
about right.
I needed a little help pointing that out. You can stretch something, Mike, but you probably shouldn't be stretching this. All that stuff.
That's pretty classic.
Yeah, we
we call those discoveries.
I was either
Good point.
feeling sorry for myself or resentful, and that colored what I wrote down.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So so that was a big part of it. Was somebody you kind of shading this a little, Mike?
Yeah.
So that's what I learned about it, was not just put it on paper. Once I put it on paper, it becomes a more real, because it gets to be more accurate. Because some of that time, like when you were saying, when you go to the end of your day, you think about things. Well, I used to take those bad stuff and spin it right up in a squirrel cage and try to just turn it into rockets and shit.
Yeah, I call it a hamster wheel.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds
I
familiar.
just had to hit the button.
I said something, folks.
Oh, no.
Oh, misfire.
Whoops.
Misfire.
Never mind about whatever that was. My hamster wheel comes spinning loose right there, folks. I'm sorry.
Real time.
Yeah, that's how it works. So if I get that stuff on paper, I can accurately see whether I'm exaggerating or under-exaggerating at times. Beautiful process.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's where some healing can actually take place.
That's just it. Yeah.
for
And if
folks.
you don't
It
see it in
creates
front
a
of you,
space for new stuff to grow.
it does.
And I didn't know any of that until I had it pointed out to me.
Wow. That's usually the case.
Hmm.
That's why I guess there are people like us that exist to help show that. And like anybody can be that person for anybody, you know?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just has to take.
Over time, I got a little bit better to the point where I can help a few folks with that. Maybe the recovery coach training helped, or
Oh,
maybe
right.
actually trying to help people over and over again, helped me get a little better at it.
Well, then you see your story through them, and they see their story through you, and you can kind of put them together and figure out how to do things differently.
Yep.
And that's kind of what it's about in our recovery
Really?
community. Well,
I got another discovery then.
I know. I saw your face because y'all stretched up like what?
Lights went off.
Yeah, it was quite a spectacle. There in
Well,
the
it's
studio.
a special kind of community, that's for sure. The people who have gone through the stories and gone through the hard and had to like kind of fight their way through life, I think, are special people, and it's
Resilient.
yes.
We build
Strong.
resiliency in recovery.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't build resiliency if you get it right every time, though.
Well, no, you can't.
No, we're getting done a few things up.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I'm at it, folks.
They're still out there done things up.
Yeah. And as much as we choose to do things differently, I don't think it would give us the same perspectives. So
No.
we need those things.
Yeah, we do. We need. I guess we're destined to have some of these experiences so that they can be utilized to good value.
Definitely.
You know, and benefit somebody else.
Yep. Well, and I think that's kind of what it's about, because if you don't share your story, then really, who can you help?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a dead end road. Huh?
Well, yeah. Then you just hold it all in, and
Maybe
That's
you'll
not always
find
good.
out who you helped by sharing your story today. One of these days, at
Oh,
one of
there
these
we
meetups,
go.
they'll show up and
Yeah.
say, "Rachel, I heard you."
that'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
really neat.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you the girl on YouTube?
Hey, there you go.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
A positive
I think
influence.
everybody's on YouTube today.
Oh, I know. But
I think this might be a better kind of influencer than some of what I've crossed paths with
oh,
there.
there we go. Yeah, yeah.
point.
Not just about
Good
beauty,
point.
for sure.
Yeah, there's some growth taking place, isn't there, Mike?
There certainly is.
Yeah.
And I'm hope that we were able to reach somebody that might have not realized that there was help for people in their circumstances, the family of the addict, the alcoholic.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, because even if the addict, alcoholic person in your family doesn't want to utilize some recovery resources, that's absolutely no reason to stop you from going down and meeting Rachel and Will at Lanturn and doing
That's the
something about
whole point.
your own situation.
Exactly. And even if it's just, you just need somebody to help you or somebody to bounce an idea off of, that's really what we want to do and help.
Or to point out some of these resources that are
Exactly.
available that haven't been available in the past. But
If
are
we can't
today.
do it, and if we can't, coach you through the process, then we know people who can, and we can provide those resources for them.
There's a lot of help out there in the community, isn't there?
Yes.
If we reach out and access it.
Exactly. And then if we can just find it for you, we're more than happy to point you in the right direction. Mm-hmm.
Our local resource community, our local recovery community is resource rich, but it sounds like the Grand Rapids area might even be richer in resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time to be in recovery.
That's just it.
Certainly.
That's
Well,
just it.
There's so many things that are available today that previously hadn't been, and today they are. It's just a matter of if a person wants to utilize them or not.
Exactly.
Take action, be willing, all that stuff.
Yep.
What am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
What am I doing? What am I doing to help it?
Right.
Exactly.
And what I'm trying to do to help it is let people know that there's help available for the families. In this
Perfect.
particular case, Lanturn. At the
Exactly.
Croc Center on Thursday, the third Thursday?
Yeah, the third Thursday of every month. So this Thursday will be our second one that we're hosting. So hope to see you there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, I may have to get down to one of those events.
See what it's about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We did say food, right?
Oh, there's food.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for.
Yeah, I'm sharing a meeting up in Trufen on a Thursday night,
Oh,
so
there
I
we
probably
go.
won't see you for a bit, but one of these days.
Yeah, get down to it and see what it's about.
Right. There's help out there for all of us. So what were we were thinking about bringing who on next week? Who's on
Our
the
our
show?
friend Roger from up to Coral, he has a Wednesday night meeting, but he's really active in the community and he does things a little different. And I remember that you said him and you were going to a meeting years ago, and,
Oh yeah.
and you hit a horse.
Well,
So
Oh no.
we had a Amish strike
Oh no. That's so sad.
in a convertible.
Oh, even worse.
Not our best day.
Oh.
So I went up
Doesn't sound
Wednesday to
like
talk to him about these gentle collisions.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, hitting horses, stuff like that. Yeah.
And
It
we're-
happens sober too, you know.
Yeah.
So you're not the only one denting things up.
No,
No,
Look at
sir,
it
that's
like
why
that.
we're bringing Roger in, because he's still hanging in there, sharing the message of recovery.
Oh good.
You know, a horse is a pretty good target.
It's a large target. I know it's a good one.
All right. That day it wasn't.
No.
All these things are going to happen, you know. They don't always have to happen to me, though.
You want to tell us the name of your organization, how to get a hold of you again?
Yeah, sure. Lanturn.org, LANTURN.org, and reach out to us on the website, and we'd love to get a hold of you and see once if we can chat.
And again, with us, you can reach out to Mike, myself, Darren, on continuousmiracle.net. You can leave a note there or view any of the previously recorded shows. They're available for everyone there 24/7. Look a little confused, sir.
Well, I noticed that Mia come to visit you and she hasn't snored for the whole show.
Oh good.
Well, she's doing something right.
Yeah, there you go.
That jolt startles her a little bit, too.
Probably. Well, knocked her unconscious, folks, but she's a lot better now.
And we've got some upcoming events, too. We've got a golf outing on August 10th, I believe. You can
Oh, yeah, a fundraiser for the MAC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Our friend again, Roger, is and Jeff are spearheading that with their buddy John.
Nah, I'm sure they'll put on quite a fandango, actually.
Well, the taco bar, they're kind of pleased is going to happen.
And more food.
Oh, yeah, it's about food again.
It's
huh?
always about food.
I heard it again. Yeah, a lot of wonderful things going on here locally still, all summer long, actually. If you're interested, you can go to the MAC website, and they've got them all listed there for you.
And take me for a
Kayak
kayak ride next Saturday.
Yeah, kayak and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check these out.
Well, I needed to learn about some sober activities that I didn't know when I got to AA, so they kind of pointed out to me.
Kayaking is a good one. It takes a lot of upper body strength.
All right.
I haven't got that right now. I think I'll float wherever the river's going.
Oh there we go. Just
How
use the
is your
current.
upper body? That rib gonna stick together, or what, we gonna go get another look at it?
I'd pay somebody to cough for a little while, so I'll probably have to have somebody look at it.
All right. Well, let's make sure you get that attended to this
Okay.
week, please. We kind of depend on you here on the show.
Okay.
You know. And then, Darren, what do you got? Anything going on this week?
Not really much of anything. Just getting the video up and
Spinning discs?
spinning discs.
Oh,
Yep.
that guy.
20 and 0 next one. Actually coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Darren's got his own show, 20 and
Yeah.
0.
Oh, there we go.
Stay tuned. Listen to that. Coming up next. Well, come on back and join us again here next week on Continuous Miracle. Rock and Roger will be here out of Coral. And have a conversation about hitting horses and how we stay sober for all that stuff. Thank you again, Rachel, for coming in from Lanturn.
Thanks for having
Pleasure
me.
to have you today. Mike, carry on, my good man.
I will. Thanks, folks.
Thanks for listening.
There we go.
We did it.
We did it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Nice.
And Will didn't even have to interject.
He did not. I'm very
Oh.
surprised.
I didn't want to.
You did well.
I don't see a buddy looking to like the front of our view right now.
Yes, you did.